Spieler, aktuell die Nummer 17 der Welt, hat 2016 das Halbfinale bei den Players Championship Finals erreicht, war bei der diesjährigen WM im Viertelfinale. Die Rede ist vom Demolition Man, D.Webster. D.Webster nimmt es mit der Nummer 3 der Welt auf. Ein Mann, der im vergangenen Jahr das beste Debütjahr in der Geschichte der PDC hingelegt hat. Ladies and Gentlemen, jetzt haben wir hier den aktuellen Weltmeister Voltage Rob Cross.
The quarter-final lineup of the German Darts Open will be completed at the conclusion of this match as Rob Cross, the number 3 seed, reigning world champion, takes on the number 14 seed D.Webster. Darren saw off Steve West 6-2 yesterday with an average of 103.3. And marginally better average from Rob Cross as he saw off Dimitri van den Berg with a whitewash 6-0 at the end of last night, 103.66. And the winner will take on Gerwyn Price in the 4th quarter-final of the night. Rob Cross reaching 2 finals on the European Tour yesterday, on his way to that remarkable run at the World Championships at Ali Pali. And Chris Murphy joining us in commentary for this one.
Yeah, by what we saw yesterday, should be a decent end to what has been a mixed bag of an afternoon session, in all honesty. We've seen some rather balmy matches, as well as an absolutely brilliant performance by Ian White earlier on, and then that fantastic tussle that you've just commentated on between Mensah Suljovic and Gerwyn Price, who ran out the winner in that one. But Cross and Webster.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. First leg, Rob to throw first. Game on.
As you mentioned, producing almost identical performances, despite the fact that Steve West had a little bit more against Darren Webster than Dimitri van den Berg had against Rob Cross,
140.
who fired in 5 180s in his win. And one thing that he doesn't have
100
on his roll of honour yet is a European Tour title. A man who's picked up 5 PDC titles, including the biggest one of them all at the Alexandra Palace on New Year's Day.
140.
But he's got a real chance, because the top seeded player in this half of the draw was beaten yesterday, Peter
84.
Wright. Cross would go through to take on Gerwyn Price, but Darren Webster is a little terrier, isn't he? And Steve West didn't do much wrong against him yesterday, but Webster just demolished him like his nickname suggests he would.
Yeah. We've seen time and time again the
134.
sort of performances Darren Webster can pull out the bag.
45.
That quarter-final lineup
Rob, you require
getting underway at
87.
7:15 local time here in Germany, 6:15 if you're watching in the UK, as Rob Cross looks to open his account.
55.
And he'll have time to take out that 32. Yeah, we kick off with Michael van Gerwen against Ian White. That should be an
54.
absolute cracker. Mervyn King against Michael Smith. Max Hopp,
Rob, you require
the
32.
German star, against Joe Cullen. And then Gerwyn Price against whoever comes out on top of this one.
Games on the
As
first
Rob Cross
leg.
gets
Rob
the
Cross,
first leg
second leg 7 to throw first.
under his belt in this race to 6.
Yeah, just the one previous meeting between this pair. It was actually around this time last year. It was in a quarter-final of a Players' Championship event. Rob Cross won 6-1 and went on to win the tournament and his second PDC title. So if he's a man that believes in superstitions, it might be a nice opponent for him to face.
$140.
I'm not sure if he does believe in all that, but he certainly believes in himself. And we can't overtell the story of what Rob Cross achieved last year. Quite incredible to burst onto the scene in your first professional season and walk away with the World Championship crown at the end of it.
And he appears to be taking it all in his stride. Rewarded with a place in the Premier League after that World Championship win and his other performances, of course. And certainly looks to be a worthy inclusion of that great chance to make the playoffs at the O2 next month.
177. Rob, you require 170.
Darren Webster's rising up the rankings. He's on the brink of breaking into the top 16. And poised to level up after a couple of legs.
24. Game shot on the second
14
leg.
darts for them.
Darren Webster. Third leg, Rob, to
Darren.
first. Game on.
Picked up his second ranking title last year. A 12-year gap between ranking title wins
57.
for Darren Webster, when he defeated Daryl Gurney at a Players' Championship event last July.
100.
And there can't be many players who've gone that long between successes as 12 years, I can't imagine, if any.
100.
Yeah, similar with his runs to the latter stages of the World Championship.
41.
Darren Webster is enjoying a real renaissance in PDC darts. A World Championship quarter-final in 2007 and then another one in the 2018 edition.
121.
Yes, incredible.
But
the 49-year-old continues to roll back the years. And is more than a match for some of the young guns
59.
on the PDC circuit.
Really, as we've seen him put in some fantastic displays against the very best players in world darts, including the world #1 Michael van Gerwen. Who can forget when he led MVG 6-0 in the Players' Championship finals semi-final
96.
at Minehead, the home of world darts.
So to restore his lead,
Rob, you require 68.
Rob Cross looking at 24. Double 16 now.
36.
So a
Darren, you
chance for a
require
break then.
112.
Darren more than capable of taking this out. But it won't happen now.
60. Rob, you require 32.
Usually inevitable when Rob Cross looks at 32 with 3 darts in hand.
Game
Proved
shot
to be,
the third leg.
in
Rob
the
Cross,
end.
fourth leg Darren to throw first.
And a maximum to kick off.
180.
Leg 4 for Darren Webster. He hit a 177 in the second leg.
$60.
And the early showing from these two suggests that this might be another game which goes all the way
81.
to the 11th and deciding leg. But we'll wait to see.
Scouring the archives for a European Tour quarter-final for Darren Webster, and curiously I couldn't find one, so
78.
double check that with our stats men. May have missed something. It seems very strange if he hadn't reached the last 8.
180.
A couple of maximums in this leg.
Well. 171. Darren, you require 60.
Blistering the treble 19, but it may be in vain.
20.
He's still not on a finished cross, so Darren will be back for tops.
Rob Cross hasn't produced his brilliant best so far on the European Tour stage, certainly this year.
Game on the 4th leg.
Darren Webster might be feeling that the world champ is there for the taking here.
Rob to throw first. Game on.
Yes, it was another solid 13 darter, helped by those 2 maximums from Webster.
100. 60.
The players who reach the quarter-final are guaranteed £4,000 each. The prize money going up to £6,000 for the semi-finalists, £10,000 to the runner-up,
100.
and £25,000 to the winner. The top prize money going to Michael van Gerwen in the opening 2 events this year. Will it be 3 in a row?
It's been a nice little earner for Michael van Gerwen, as it often has been on the European Tour.
51.
Won the first 4 in 2015, the first 3 in 2016.
180.
Well, Webster is firing in the big scores here, and I said that he might feel Cross could be there for the taking. Well, he's got a chance here to break.
140. Darren, you require 121.
Treble 17 would have left the bullseye.
57. Rob, you require 110.
Eighteens. For the double in the same section.
74. Darren, you require 64.
Big chance for Webster. Double top.
Games on the 5th
break
leg.
and throw.
Darren Webster.
To take the 5th leg.
6th leg, Darren to throw first. Game on.
Well, at this stage in each of the previous 2 European Tour events this year, Rob Cross has been embroiled in battles that have gone all the way down to an 11th and deciding leg. He lost
100.
one against Richard North in Leverkusen and won one against Luke Humphries in Munich. Is it heading in the same direction?
180.
That's the world champ's first maximum of the
43.
match. Against the 3 and the 177 thrown already by Webster.
Getting interesting. It's getting very interesting indeed, because Rob Cross has piled in back-to-back maximums.
We've seen 6 perfect darts already this afternoon.
100.
Can
Rob, you
Cross
require
go
141.
even better?
Which routes will Rob choose? Attempted treble 20, couldn't find it.
125.
Curse. As are all 9 dart attempts on the European Tour.
43.
Well, a 10 darter
Rob, you require
in
16.
his sights.
Yeah, they hit them on the development tour, they've hit them on the American circuit and the Australian circuit all this weekend.
Games on the 6th leg.
No 9
Rob
for the
drops.
world champ.
7th leg, Rob.
But he
to
wrestles
the
back
first.
control of the
Game
match
on.
with that very, very classy leg of darts.
$59. 60.
And yes, important to hit that. Break straight back.
140.
This game continues to ebb and weave its way towards a conclusion.
174.
Another cracking shot by Webster.
So there's been some inconsistency in the scoring. It's been massive scores and
126.
much smaller ones. The average is a flip-flop. The scoreline keeps flip-flopping. A couple of legs ago, Rob Cross was below 90.
97.
Now he's above a ton. Webster, who was up there, he's down in the low 90s. He has left a finish here. One we've not seen yet. The biggest we've seen is 167 by Steve Lennon.
60. Rob, you require 44.
So looking at 12 for double 16 to get his nose back in front.
12.
Well, that was awkward, the line
Darren,
that
you
first
require
start, you feel.
110.
This would be a steal. Well, first start thrown. Maybe rushed a little bit there, Darren Webster. Race to the OK.
37. Rob, you require 32.
Might want to take a leaf out of Rob Cross's book because he likes to compose himself before taking aim. And the result is that.
Games on the 7th leg. Rob Cross, 8th leg Darren to throw first. $45.
Yep, still anyone's game, this one.
140.
Well, Webster just has fluffed his lines on the last couple of visits, and Rob Cross at the moment is finding that relentless scoring. I'm not sure what's happened here for Darren
68.
Webster.
Michael Van Gerwen got embroiled in a little bit of a battle at the start of the afternoon before seeing off Alan Tabban. And then it was one-way traffic for Ian White, whitewashing
64.
Dave Chisnell.
Yeah, wins 2 from Irving King and Michael Smith, who will meet Max Hopp and Joe Cullen. And Gerwin Price in a belter of a match against Menso Suljevic. There you see how the averages have
96.
turned during the game. Rob Cross has upped his scoring. Webster's had been on the decline, but here he comes again.
180.
4 in the match for the Demolition Man. Gets him down to a big out once more.
57. Darren, you require
In fact, it
148.
ends up only just being a larger out than Cross's.
Oh, wow.
62.
Well, Rob Cross might look
Robbie
at
require 144.
treble 18 here. Loves that part of the board.
Yes, he has been using the treble 18 quite a lot in this
56.
match, as he often does, but
Darren, you require 86.
to make it all level again. Bullseye. And hits it.
On the
That was
8th
classy.
leg. Darren Webster.
Really was.
9th leg Rob to throw first.
Another body
Game
blow.
on.
But it was only to hold on to his throw, and Cross is still in control. But as usual, Darren Webster just refuses to go away.
59.
He's had a couple of poor visits. The end of the previous leg and the start of that
96.
one. But he just has this way of pulling something out of the bag. That dart at the bullseye was dead centre as well.
140.
This run of 11 leg clashes for Rob Cross in the last 16 of European Tour events may be set to continue.
Certainly looking that way at the moment.
$75.
Treble 20 would have left to finish.
$105.
Webster, by going there first dart, ruined his chances of leaving one.
$96.
Whoever comes through this will have a bit of time. It's
$60.
the fourth quarter
Rob,
final
you
they'll be
require
involved with. Plus we have their
131.
interval after this game. Back at 7:15 local time, 6:15 in the UK.
95.
For a
Darren, you require
quarterfinals to get underway.
140.
A stray first start, messing up any chance of
40.
a big
Rob, you
finish and a
require
break from
36.
Webster. Looking at that double 18 again.
Game's on the 9th leg. Rob
So
Cross,
one
10
leg
leg
away
down to
from
throw
victory,
first.
but Darren has the darts here and the way it's gone. You wouldn't bet against us going to an 11th and deciding
60.
leg.
He'll be determined to get over the line, Rob Cross. I said there'll be a lot of players. Having seen Peter Wright go out, really fancy the chances, but Rob Cross is the top player in this bottom half of the draw. And he would meet Gerwyn Price in the next round, a man who he hammered 7-1 in the Premier League.
180.
And there an example again. Rob Cross fires in a maximum. Webster refuses to roll over and have his belly tickled.
180.
Well, he's hit 6 perfect darts once in this match. Could we see our first 9 darts in
41.
5 years on the European
Rob, you
Tour?
require 141.
The last time he failed at hurdle number 7. He's over that fence. Number 8. It's on. And once again,
117.
yeah, it was that barrow where Rob Cross falls at the last fence in pursuit of perfection. Cross cursed.
26.
Ross Smith's record lives on.
Rob, you require
And I think
24.
that rather threw Darren Webster. A 10 darter then on the European Tour. The best we can hope for so far. 11 darts, and Rob Cross gets over the line. The number 3 seed is through to the quarter-final tonight, where he'll take on Gerwyn Price. We're having a lot of fun upstage there, on stage. We'll hear a few words from the world champ, and then we will leave you. Don't forget, 7:15 local time, 6:15 if you're watching in the UK. A big night to come. The German Darts Open reaching its conclusion with some fantastic games. The quarterfinals, the semis, and the final, all to come tonight, folks. Stay with us.
6-4 Erfolg gegen den Demolition Man, Darren Webster. Rob, congratulations. I mean, 8 perfect darts. We are waiting for this 9 dart.
Yeah, didn't even feel like I bottled it. Probably the adrenaline took over and I missed. It was a while away and all, so it wasn't even close.
But the match was good. Average over 100.
Oh, really? I don't know, stages there where we just wasn't scoring. I think one leg there I had a real good chance to hold on and break a throw again, get a couple in front, and just sort of, yeah, it faded. It just went. But no, I was happy. When it mattered, it went in.
Gerwyn Price is waiting. He beat Mansur Suljovic.
Yeah, he played cracking today. I'm really impressed. I watched it in the practice room. It's going to be a good game. I'll turn up again and we'll see how we go.
Okay, see you later again. Thank you very much. Rob Cross freut sich auf das Match gegen Gerwin Price. Das ist ein Viertelfinale.